Thanks for joining me here again on Szpakowo. It's episode 13 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, we're into December. Contracts have dried up completely. All of the baling contracts are gone because we're into December, I guess. However, I had an interesting evening. I had a stroll. Thank you, Stuart. Stuart reached out after the last episode. Felden had messaged me already. A couple of people have messaged me and said about reading the various different notice boards. So I went to the two different notice boards. I found two notice boards, there's probably more, and I used Google Lens and took some images on my phone of the messages, so translating them from Polish to English, and it made for some fascinating reading. So we're going to do a bit of civic duty in today's episode. I'm going to get my field harvested here. This will need to be prepped. After the last episode, our other field that we've done, I ploughed it and that has been lined. I haven't done anything else to it. I did my soil sampling. I didn't show that. I just thought I'd get it done. I'm going to bring the cows over. I'm going to get new cows. I'm going to bring those over. But what I'm going to do before I do any of that is if we go to our map, and I thought, well, that's weird because there's no contracts now. Again, we're in December. I expect that. That's fine. There's one harvesting for sugar beet. And I thought, well, that's weird because surely there must be, because I'm not running seasons per se. So I looked at crops and then looked at growth. And we've got a whole load of fields that are all ready to harvest. I thought, okay, that's interesting. And then I realised that some of them are oats, which we're doing at the moment. And oats I'm turning into seed. Plus I'm getting the straw as a benefit. So there's this one here. Some of them are parsnip and stuff, which is not going to help me at all. Well, mind you, how much is that one? Oh no, that's because that comes with the forest bit as well. That one's about 73, I want to say. 73, and this one's 74. Well, seeing as we've got a field 146 already kind of out here this way, that field is going to cost us 74,473. So I'm going to buy it, which means we get the oats off that. I'm happy with that. So I'll go over and do that field as well. But that means we're going to have a load of oats, which we can put through our seed treatment. I kept hold of the seed treatment. It didn't charge me that much for keeping it overnight because we'd already leased it, hadn't we? So that was fine. So anyway, going back to the notice boards, yeah, there's the notices are fantastic. And because I said, Stuart messaged me and said there's all different sorts of collectibles, that links up to the notice boards. So if you look at the notice boards and read the notices, it's asking for help from all different people in the community for various different things. And it's pretty cool. Now, weirdly, 2 or 3 of the things I've already collected by accident. Because Stuart messaged me and said, are you aware that this is here, this, and he sent me a few screenshots of various different things. But when you actually link it to the notices, it makes the whole thing kind of more compelling, rather than just saying there are toys, go and collect them, or like it used to be a gold nugget or a gold coin hunt and you just go around the map looking for them, which never bothered me. I used to quite enjoy that. It adds more immersion to it because it's a proper story. There's a reason why you're doing it, and I think that's really cool. So yeah, I'm going to go to the notice boards. I'll show you the notices, but obviously I'm not going to put up the images necessarily, the translations, but I'll read out what the messages say. Like I say, I'm using Google Lens, so I think it's translated over pretty well. If you're watching this and you're Polish, I apologise if I get any of it wrong, but I'm just using the translate tool. I should be fine. I'll do the same thing with this like I did last time. I'll take the harvester over to the seed treatment auger and we'll just empty directly in from the harvester. Then we'll take the harvester up to the other field and I'll get cracking on that. Then once I've done the baling, got the straw off this field, I'll then do the same thing. I'll plough it, I'll get a lime on it. Okay, I'm going to get that over, and what I'll do, I'll get the harvester into the field, and let's get that seed treatment going again. Maybe we'll sell some of those berries. We've got a fair bit. Like I say, we just need to be able to get through the winter, really. And Oh yeah, I'll speak to you in a minute. Like I say, I keep talking about just showing the notice boards. We'll get to notice boards in a minute. Our new field is harvested, 9,427 litres of oats. It has also been baled. Header is back, baler's back. There's a load of bales. I've got 2 bales on that field over there, and I think 5 or 6 over there, and they're 11,000 litre bales, so we're all good. I'm going to be careful here, because I don't know if this was doing weird things because it was unloading from the auger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some in, like that. When that bowl fills up, I'm going to put the auger away, because I'm concerned that's just going to carry on filling. So that's going again now. We've got 12,000 litres of seed in here from the last lot we put in here. So bearing in mind that was what, 3,000 litres? That's nearly 10,000 litres. So we should fill this, and again, what I didn't show you was the berries. The berry situation. We come over here, at bottom right, we're maxed out. 50,000 litres of blueberries and raspberries in here. That's crazy. And we're out of space. Seed's actually not gone down. Well, I say not gone down. We put a load in here, so not as bad. But bearing in mind this holds 100,000 litres of each. We've used 30,000 litres of manure. We've used 40,000 litres of water. So yeah, it's going to need a bit more. So when I get the full thing of seed, I'm probably going to put 4,000 odd litres of seed into here. Like I say, we need to get some more fertiliser for this, but later on, hopefully I'm going to sort the fertiliser thing out. I'm going to run out of time in this episode, probably. Anyway, and then seed in this one. We definitely need seed in this one. But I don't know whether or not to take a load. That sell point where I took the dried corn, that will take the berries. The price isn't... I mean, it was about 500, I think it was, for 1,000 litres. But for that amount, that's, you know, that will have paid for the greenhouse. It will have paid for everything, all the inputs we put in so far, which is cool. Right, cite this post. Let's go and look at the notice boards because I want to. Yeah, let's read these out. Got to make sure I get them in the right order because when I say I took pictures of them. So this is the first notice board. There's another one down there. So our notice board, you see they've got some pictures and stuff on them as well. So let me try and get this right. I'm going to leave that there. Let's get my phone out because I've got my pictures. This works out all right. So I think top right it says hello farmer. I think that's right. Someone took our toy tractor and cows from a shop window. It's a bit of a shame they're gone because when a farmer and his son come to buy a new tractor, we don't have anything for them. Will you help? If you find all of them, you will always be welcome with us, and maybe we will arrange some discounts. That's top right. If we then go to bottom right, it says manager. I think it says manager. I am in need of help. Somewhere in the countryside, it says bugged. Like I say, the translation might be perfect. My limited edition cans. I think I've already collected a couple of these by accident. But anyway, they're somewhere under benches or under a tree. I don't know. Dear boss, help me and I'll give you some pennies for finding my lost things. Right. I suppose the other thing I probably should have done was put my glasses on. Because I'm looking down, I'm squinting, thinking, I'm really struggling to see that. That's better. It makes such a difference. Now, right hand side in the middle, it says howdy howdy. I think if you're reading this, you're probably curious about what's going on in the village, or you're in need and lack funds. If the first is bad luck, but if the second, that's great. There are tokens with my logo scattered all over the map. Be vigilant and look around carefully. For each of them you will get some money into your wallet, and for finding them all you will get a bonus. Good luck. Then we've got bottom left. It says good morning, I think. We are environmentalists and we decided to clean up the world. We started by cleaning the roads and sidewalks, but we are unable to deal with the garbage in the forests. If you're local, help us find this trash. Good comes back and we will reward you, and that's quite good. Concerned environmentalists. Apparently, I haven't actually seen any trash in the woods, so anyway. And then top left, it says, hello, from the stories of my fellow collectors, I learned that this place hides some suspicious treasures. We are, of course, talking about extremely old, because they date back to the 18th century, handmade figurines of birds and more specifically starlings. I've found one. I'm willing to offer a substantial sum for each of them. If you provide me with a whole collection of 10 figures, I will throw in a little extra. I bow low. It says collector bogus law, I think it is, the bottom. So that's that notice board. So there's a few things to collect. The other notice board is the one that I'm actually not more interested in, because some of these we'll find, because there's a couple on that one which just blew my mind. Not blew my, but we're kind of like, well, that's amazing. So anyway, that's that notice board. So we're looking out for starlings. Trash we might get to at some point. Cans, if we come across any, that's absolutely fine. There were the toys. We've found a couple of tractors, haven't we? And then what was the other one? We'll find stuff. Oh yeah, it was the tokens. On the other notice board, there's another thing about tokens. The other thing as well, on the other board, and I noticed, look, we're December, wintry decorations. Got lights on some of the houses. That's pretty cool. I like that. Someone put lights on my house. I didn't do that. Talking of tokens, actually, look. When I read that, I found one there. Look. Oh, okay. Whoa, mama. Well, that's all right. Let's go and check on the seed situation. Now I'm going to go and get the cows, bring those over. So I've done all the first bits I was going to do. I want to sort out the fertilizer. Right, that has now stopped. And how much have we got in here? 19,000 litres. Right, let's put some of this in first. That's cool, because I've got more in the harvester. Seed treatment is a go. Actually, I think what I might do, is it worth us taking... I can show you the fill planes of the Mary berries. If you're from another country, that might not make any sense to you, but it might do. Let's get that down to... Should we say there? That'll do for the time being. Let's get the rest in here, just to make sure we've got plenty. And what I should be able to do is top up my berries, and then we'll take them and sell them, I think. So let's put our seed in first, because... Like I say, it's getting through a fair bit, but what I also know now is when our other fields are ready to harvest and we're good to go, I think one of maybe the big field, I might put oats in again, so we have got a supply as we get round into spring, if we're going to be providing seed to other farmers. Oh, I didn't show the signs either. So what we'll do is, let's see what the field plane's like. I'm sure it was at the front here. Where do we collect our... It's alright, just had to come off the trigger. So, raspberries or blueberries, doesn't really matter which one we go for first. If we go for raspberries, they might stand out a little bit better. Let's have a look at the field plane of raspberries. Oh. Look at that, 22,500 litres of raspberries. Let's get our beacons on, let's take them, sell them. Without the wash plant, I was kind of almost hoping. I don't know because I did the mod review on it, but what we'll do, we'll drive onto the notice board, and I'll show you the notice board. Talk through those as well. I didn't show the signs. There was a multi-sign pack, so I've bought some various different signs and put them at strategic locations to help me identify my turning points and stuff. That being said, I've just realised it's a bit further along, wasn't it? The one for corn. So I put one there, so where we got the manure from, just so I know there's a turning there that we need. And then the next one, there's one should be a little bit further along. That's got. I put the corn one. That noise, for anyone that was wondering, I thought it was the construction site opposite. Who was it messaged me and said it was the stalks? Did I say it before? Oh, they're not there. There were stalks in the nest. Oh, is there a baby in there? Look at that. Well, that's not one of the that's not one of the Starling collectibles, is it? No. How would you get up there to get it? Might be. Anyway, yeah, there were stalks up there. Maybe it's the wrong time of day. Anyway, I've got to try and get around into it. It's just wrong every single time, but. Let's sell our berries and see how we get on. No twigs, just berries. Oh, struggling. We're struggling. I think this is the sell point. I hope this is the sell point. Otherwise we could be in trouble. There we go. Right. Watch the money roll in. Come on, I say it every single time. Come on now. I'm not sure what the price was. I haven't checked, but I'm going to sell them anyway. So. We're going to have a trailer load to do. When you consider there's nearly 50,000 litres in there. Oh, that's poor. That's come down a lot. Oh no, I suppose 20. No, I'm thinking 50,000 litres. No, it was 22,500. So I've only done half of what I had of that. No, that's right, isn't it? At 500 for 1,000. Yeah, that's about right. So if I do all of what I've got in there, it'll be about 44 grand, 50 grand. That's, like I say, that's covered the cost of the greenhouse, manure, all the bits and bobs. and we've got more in there, so that will continue producing as well, which is absolutely awesome. So I'll probably go and do the blueberries now. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to go onto the signpost and show you. Shall I run along? I'll run along. I'll see you there in a minute, and then I'll go into the... I'm loving we're seeing all this stuff. Now this could be relevant, and I'm not too sure, but we'll see. What I might do is finish the episode off on one of the doing my civic duty, one of my kind of doing the right thing. I'll get the cows, we'll do that. Yeah. Oh yeah, the fertiliser thing, then let's sort that out. Where's the other signpost? Sort of notice board, it's on here. I don't know if there's more than 2. Oh, here it is. So, next notice board. These are cool. This is very cool, actually. So, back to the pictures. Top left. It says, mole plague. Help! We have a mole problem in the whole village. They are digging in the garden and ruining the flowers, not to mention those mounds. Help us with the moles and we will reward you. Rural Housewives Circle. Now, I think, because I collected one again, saw it and thought, oh, that's cool. Stuart sent me a picture, and I'm sure it's showing us hats, but I think the way they've done them is supposed to represent molehills, I think. Could be wrong. Then we have got bottom right. There's a little Santa face on there. It says, ho ho ho, my dears. During the winter holidays you can find gifts that I have hidden for all of you over the area. I hope that you have prepared. I hope what I have prepared will be useful to you. So that's bottom right. So I don't know if that's anything to do with the Santa Clauses, maybe. Then we have got hello reader, maybe. I'm doing an auction. No, an action. Action? I walked around the map and placed tokens with my logo, which was what the other one said. If you collect them, let me know. In return, you'll receive an interesting prize. Good luck. I found 1 token, or 2 tokens, anyway. And then the last one, right hand side, so top right. This is the one I was most interested in. I keep getting bugged coming up. Maybe it means lost. Bugged coupons? I assume lost. Hi, there was a lottery jackpot in Rajot recently, and I bought 10 coupons. I remember that I got 61 in one of them. Unfortunately, I had all of them in my pocket when I was riding my bike, and because of that nasty wind, I lost them all. I was riding along the road from the crossroads from the Szpakowo collection point, and I realised it when I was already behind the seniors' home. I hope you will be honest and give me my coupons back. And there's a little picture, it looks like a lottery ticket. So we're looking for molehills, like molehill mounds, maybe festive type stuff, cans, litter. What I'm going to do, I think I might start with that one and go. Let's have a look at a Santa Claus. Let's have a look at a Banta Claus somewhere and see if these have got any. If I click L1. They're all over the place. When it says festive, it might be there's other things around that are festive related collectibles, but there's certainly loads of Santas knocking about. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, I might do that. I'll show you the molehills. What I think is representing the molehills. I don't know how many gardens they're in. Now, this is the seniors' sell point. And that's the senior's house, I think. It said they finished it behind the senior's house. So I'm wondering whether or not there's likely to be one of those lottery tickets. When it says behind, I don't know whether it means like behind here from the roadside or... I don't know. But like I say, I just like the fact it's not just a... go out and pick up gold coins, go and pick up... that all the things are different. Which adds some elements to it. But like I say, let's have a look in some of these gardens. I'm looking for molehills, and I don't know. I think what I found is representing molehills, but I don't know. I've been given permission to go into gardens because we're helping with the molehill situation. The mound of the hound of the Baskervilles. What was that from? That was from something. Whoa! Oh, it's a deer. I thought it was a dog. Well, I haven't noticed when those running around before. More Banta Claus. I don't know if I've collected them. But I've done it by accident. I say I found one, thought, oh, that's pretty cool. This is a nice garden with plenty of shrubbery. Maybe I have. I just want to show you one of the molehills. We'll take our tractor back in a minute. Garden. Oh, there we go. That. I think that's supposed to represent a molehill. I think when you collect it collects it as a hat, I think. But I think that's what it's referring to as molehills. And so there's a few of these knocking around. These don't pay. Oh no, it does say molehills. I don't know why I thought it was a hat. There are 6. Thank you. The garden looks great now. There are still 6 molehills. Okay. They only paid 250, but we're helping clear the molehills away. Anyway, I must get back. I've got seed to do. I've got berries to deliver. Then I've got to bring the cows back. Come on. There we go. Lights. Thank you all. While the seed treatment auger is going again, I've just put another load in there. I might as well check the gardens here while we're up here. Oh, sorry. Yeah, there's one. Look. Molehill. 5 left. Nothing. Santa's not holding anything. Looking for festive. Festive thing. I mean, I don't know if they're all over the place. I haven't got a clue. This is our garden, isn't it? How embarrassing. We've got a molehill in our garden. No. What will the neighbours say? What will they think of us? I thought that was one then. I was listening to an audio bit the other day, one of the Terry Pratchett ones. I'm going back through my Discworld ones again. I was listening to Reaper Man, and the wizards from the Unseen University. They were kind of, well, it's difficult to explain anyway, but they were sort of in a kind of war footing, and one of them kept shouting bonsai, and they were asking why he was doing it, and he said it's from one of the lands on the disc or whatever. And they were saying, why are you referring to small bushes that you prune with clippers? And they said, surely it's kind of like cultural appropriation, you can't do it. So rather than shout bonsai because that was bad and he shouldn't be doing it, he started shouting topiary. And as I kind of looked into the gardens, my brain suddenly went, oh look at the lovely topiary. So he was shouting out topiary. It's obvious what it just made me laugh. It's Terry Pratchett's, his mind was just genius. Clever stuff he would come out with. I am a mole and I live in a hole. Oh dearie me, I've lost it. What was that from? I honestly, the older I was, I was allowed. They said I could come and look at molehills. He was very angry. I can't blame him, I suppose. Yeah, it's weird how you'll do things and then like that. I mean, when in conversation, unless you've got moles in your garden, do you ever have the need to talk about moles? You know, when do moles come up in a conversation? So doing this, all of a sudden, the word mole is in my head, and then where did that come from? I'm a mole. What is that? I'm sure someone in the comments will know. I honestly don't know. Oh, I thought it was something on the bench then. No. Right, cows. I need to go and get my hurdy-gurdy stick, and let's go and get some get the cows over because I need to get that second one running. Oh, that's something I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of that. All of the oats are through, and all the seed has been put into place. I've just had literally the most perfect timed message. So I click on that, and let's go to blueberries. Tom messaged me out of the blue, and sent me a picture. And the message reads, "Hi Paul, I have a little scaly friend who would be more than happy to buy all your blueberries from you. His name is Nico. Hope he gets a mention in the next episode, and hope you're feeling a little bit better today. With the picture of Nico. So I messaged, he said he loves his blueberries and would become your new blueberry buddy. So I messaged and said, is he a gecko? And he said, no, he's a bearded dragon. So Tom has got a bearded dragon called Nico who loves blueberries. Tom, this load of blueberries is winging its way to you. I hope Nico can get through 22,500 litres of blueberries. I say, it was perfect. I was just about to come and collect them, and the message popped up, and I thought, that's just awesome. Come on, accelerate. Worst thing I could have done was going to get cows with the herdsman stick because I'm walking. What was I doing? You know me. I went down that rabbit hole. It was presents, Christmas presents were what the festive decoration was, collectible was. 15 grand each one. I think I put a clip on. Those little hockey puck token things are 10 grand a pop. I found a couple more molehills. It's saying there's still 2 left. I haven't come across any more. You know what it was like. Every garden I was going past, well, I'll go and have a look. And yeah, it's taken me a little while to get back here. I've done 2 loads of blueberries, 2 loads of raspberries. They've gone. And because those presents, I don't know if I've got all the presents, but I found a few. I mean, they were just sitting in gardens. They were right by, you know, I suppose people will argue. I mean, they're collectibles to be collected. That's the whole point. They're festive collectibles. But what I've done is that field, you know, we bought the field up there, which we harvested 142, and I said there was another one down here 83. I've bought it because at 15 grand a pop there were loads of those. But what I've decided to do now is, of the money we've got now, which is 214 grand, we've gone up a bit, 44 grand of that money was from selling the blueberries and raspberries. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to donate 50 grand to a local charity. Szpakowo against molehills, that whichever one it is anyway. So we're going to move 50 grand over to a charity to help them out. So what we're going to do now, these cows will go in here, so we'll be up to 40. So let's do that. Move to husbandry. Bang. Excellent stuff. Which means we're up to where we want to be. Both of our animal barns have now got animals in because I'd taken the, you know, off there. I don't want to be. Every time it does that. Oh no, drop pliers on the floor. Let's just pop that there. Stay there. That'll do for the time being. Close that. Yeah, because we put all the food and stuff in, it seemed daft having one empty and one not. So we're going to double up on our milk production, slurry production, manure production, all that sort of kind of stuff, which is great. And then once these are ready to reproduce, then they will double again. So I'm very happy with that. This will hold 60, that will hold 50, so we're fine when they reproduce. Did I get Holsteins in this one? Did I get... Oh, I did, yes. I've got 2 different breeds. That's unlike me. So, yeah, that's that. How are we looking? Yeah, that should ramp up really significantly now. Nina, and I keep mentioning, Nina's been messaging me a lot with all these different ideas. Loads of people have. Nina, Tom, Stuart, Heavy Metal Gaming, Hydra. I mean, so many people. Feldin, all these people reaching out. Rob, and you know, give me advice. And Hawkeye Farms was Rob, and the baler. Apparently, this baler you can unload from the baler, and it unloads into pallets. I didn't even know that was a thing. I haven't tried it. I've still got actually 8,000 something. Not quite enough for a full straw bale, so I might try that at some point. I'm not doing it now because we've got work to do. And this is going to be another one of those videos. I don't know if I'm going to edit it down, but I'll try my best, which is all we can do. I'm thinking potentially tomorrow, because this should be posting Saturday. Tomorrow, again, tell all your friends. I might stream tomorrow. Sunday, might do a Sunday stream. I'm deciding whether to do a stream on here on Szpakowo and do some jobs, or I was thinking about the Master Mission map. They got an update, and I did the video, and the update's fantastic. I thought I might just go on and try out all the new stuff. You know, money's no object, kind of. Just go on and play, just live stream it and try all the new things out, see how it all runs and how it all works. Just as a kind of, I don't know, just something to do. I thought I was going to do it anyway. I thought I wanted to go on and have a fiddle around. Not a full Let's Play, but I think it might be perfect for a live stream maybe. I thought about live streaming SnowRunner. I put up a SnowRunner video yesterday. I'm going to do another one today. I loved it. People didn't seem that bothered, but I loved it. So I could live stream on there. I don't know. I'm deciding. So what I'm going to do now, into build mode, into production, factories. And we are going to put in one of these bad boys. The Fertimaster. We've got manure. We've got slurry. The animals are producing it. We're going to put it in here. What's it supposed to cost? 19.5. Actually, that's perfect, isn't it? Do I need to straighten up a little bit? What's it? Boom. A little bit of... need to another little bit of... Got a little bit of ripple there. It's like one of those water slides. Do a little bit there. So, we've got the telehandler. I'm only tempting my tanker out, I think. But what we're going to do, down the road, there's a stone sell point. There's a little quarry down the road. So I can get some stones, because I haven't been doing stones when I've been ploughing. I've got stones turned off. We've got slurry, we've got manure. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go, let's go and grab the... haven't used it yet. I'll empty the potatoes out. The telehandler. People were kind of, you know, as is always the case, you know. Some people thought it was a great idea, some people didn't. Some people were fine with the borrow lease idea. Some people just said, well, you can't just take stuff. But again, it's on the map. I know, I suppose technically it's only supposed to be down and used at the sawmill. So if you're down at the sawmill, it's there. The same as the forklift trucks on various different maps. Carpathian was another one. I think pretty much every production had a forklift truck on it. They're not designed for you to just go and take. Again, play the game however you want to play it. That's entirely up to you. I don't know. People seem to get very precious about. I don't know why people get so wound up. It's like it doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world. It's not. There are more things in the world to be worried about or be annoyed about than whether or not I borrow and, like I said, I can pay for a telehandler rather than buying one. You know, it's not the end of the world, but I can understand what people have across. Now, will I be able to? Whoa. So I don't know whether or not. Maybe I should have gone for a 2,000 litre bucket. This is a CSZ pack bucket on this one that I bought for 2,800, I think it cost. I think with stones in it might be a little bit too high. Got manure, more manure in my thing there. I don't know how much this actually takes. Whoa, okay. It's, like I say, it's the smaller of the Manitou, so I could probably do with a rear weight. We've got a few different options. There's the Mantrid lightweight and a few things like that. I might have a look and see if I can find one. So, because it would probably be. Oh, what did I use before? From the TLX pack that worked really, really well. That weight that came with the TLX, that TLX pack. I haven't used that for a while. That worked brilliantly, didn't it? And you can adjust the weight up and down as you require it. Now this, as far as I remember, did require you to tip in from the top. I need to. Where's the? Is it here? There we go. Fertimaster. Manure, slurry, stones. I can't remember what the ratio is though. As in how much it holds. All I can do is try. If it lets me... Oh, does this even lift that high? That's a lot bigger than I thought it was. That is a towering thing, isn't it? Oh yeah, we'll be alright. It's got fans on the top, hasn't it? and we'll get some fertiliser going, which was the other thing I was going to do. Right, let's have a look. Oh yeah, belly scratch surface. Awesome stuff, so I can get a load of that in. Slurry, I don't know if my tanker just does water, whether it does slurry or not. I might have to buy a tanker or lease one, but what I need to do is empty it because it's got water in it. We have got slurry, the cows have been producing it, and our little outhouse has as well. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take this down. Actually, I'll drive down, I'll see you down in a minute. I might take the trailer down so I get a couple of bucket loads to the quarry. See if I can get, if I can put a full 3,000 litres of stones in here, then it not tip up. If not, I might need to look at a weight. I'll figure something out. I'll see you down in a minute because I'm very conscious of time. I want to get some fertiliser underway because I need it for the other greenhouse. Plus, we need a production that can produce fertiliser for our farm supply company. I mean, all the essentials we need to be producing anyway, regardless, as well as the garden centre stuff. So I'll see you down there in a minute. We're on the bumpy road again. Look at the tyre deformation on the back tyres every time we hit a bump. Cool. I think that's the theme of today's episode. Take notice of the notice boards and notice things, you know, stuff. So money's gone down. 50 grand donated. We've got on the back a TLX wrecker, weight bumper, winch, light assembly. Weirdly, I went for the lights on this again, forgetting I don't think those lights do work on that bumper, but it doesn't matter because we've got lights on the rest of it. We're heading down towards the Quarry. I've also purchased another tanker because the water one I've got doesn't do slurry, and we need something for moving slurry, and I think that's one of the ones from MrSealyp. What else have I purchased? I think it was just those, wasn't it? Pretty sure. So we can adjust the weight of this rear weight to compensate for how much is in the front, because I think the stones are going to be a bit bonkers. So when I said about signs, I've been putting a few signs in here and there. I put this one in because the sell point is just down here. It's like a little quarry down the bottom here, and I think where they quarry out, they put the stone up on the top. So the quarry bit is here, all very lovely. Then up on the hillside just here is the stone, sort of the stone, I don't know, waste spill. When people bring their stone and sell it, it has to pile up somewhere, I guess. If we were bringing any stone here, ours would as well. Let's turn the beacons off. I've already bought the tractor and trailer down. Mine's in the branches. So if we turn in here, we've got this sort of spill heap overlooking the there you go. Looks like it's just a kind of trash dumping area, but let's get some stones. I need to switch to that and do, no, not that, that. So you see R1 and up and down. You see on the back bumper, if you've never seen this be used before, I can increase the weight of that massively to compensate for a load. I don't think I need to be that much. Maybe go there. I guess, I keep forgetting that when we do that. Now switch back to this. Let's get our stones in, and then we can compensate. Get a full load, 3,000 litres, that's okay, but I reckon we probably need to go just a little bit more, just to make sure. Oh, I've got to do that. There we go. Yeah, certainly without this it would have gone all over the place. This bucket's too big. I might buy a smaller bucket actually. I just thought 3,000 litre bucket on the larger telehandlers is probably fine, but I think it's just too big for this. Although that being said, with that rear weight on it, it is working, which is what we need it to do. It's not a high tip or anything like that either, so I think I'm going to fill this, even if we don't need to put 22,500 litres into the ferti mix thing. We can always have a pile of stone by the side, and we can always come back to it if we need to get some. At least we can get some fertiliser on the way. And had I been doing stones anyway, let's bring that back in because that's going to add way too much weight. Yeah, had I been doing stones off the fields and been collecting them, mind you, I probably would have sold them. Like I said, there's so many different options for how you make fertiliser. There are plenty that probably don't need stone, so I might not have even kept it It was only when I thought, oh, I could use that, let's give it a go. And then when I looked into using it, I suddenly thought, oh, okay. So not only does that require manure and slurry, it requires stone as well. So I guess that gets ground down to give you the chalky texture, and the slurry and manure then adheres to it to give you your fertilizer, I guess. I'm no expert on this kind of thing. So I'm going to fill this up and I'll see you back over there. Then we're going to load the stone in, we'll get the slurry in. Let's get some fertilizer being made. Whoa, whoa, I've got to remember once I'm done. Yeah, I'm going to switch this bucket out. You know what I'm going to do? Let's go in now. Before I forget, on the way back, I'm going to swap it out. Telehandler tools. I mean, the standard buckets, I mean, that's 2640 for a standard. But I don't know if the size is maybe a little bit smaller. I mean, I don't know, actually. That's the multi-purpose. And on telehandler, it's 3,000 litres already. It just looks huge. Raptor bucket. Telehandler, 3,000. Yeah, they're all rather large. So I don't really want a hopper bucket. Dennis, the hopper bucket. No, I don't know. Should I just go standard, or is that? I mean, I'm losing a tiny amount. It just looks a lot smaller. I think it will fit better. I'm going to buy that. We'll swap it out. I mean, I'm probably going to go and pick it up and it'll be exactly the same size. If that's the case, fair enough. Right. I think we can switch to that. There we go. I do like this option on the CSZ for this view. I have to say, sometimes, depending on what you're using it on, it makes me feel quite sick. But I do like it as a cinematic option for when you're doing jobs. It's pretty cool. But sometimes the motion, the movement of it, depending on what you're doing, of course, I get a little bit like, whoa, it's like the world's spinning around me, you know? Do you? I don't know. Is it just me? Probably just me. Probably like, what in God's name is he talking about? What a load of old nonsense. Stone the crows, right. Got a tank. Rocks are back. I've put them in a pile. I think the slurry has got a drop on. Yes, there's no way we'll be able to get the slurry up there. We'll take the slurry out of this one. Excuse me. Huge amount in there. We should have some slurry in the outhouse. For the time being, it's obviously it's not going to make a huge amount, but the other cows have only just gone back in there, so we should have more in the other one. Again, we'll find out. Slurry in that. Come on. There we go. And then this one here. Oh yeah, look at that. Way more. 10,000 litres. Sorted, right. Let's get this fertiliser going. I don't know where those other molehills are. Now the sun comes up a little bit more, it might be a little bit easier to find them. I'm sure it said there's 2 more. Unless they're elsewhere around the map, or they could be the other side of the road. I was just looking at all the gardens, just the places that seemed obvious, but maybe obvious is not the thing. I think we're just in front here. Oh, there we go. Boom. Let's get that in. Oh, is that all it took? Cool, we've got a little bit spare. That's a good sign. Let's do that. Check on this again. Okay, manure. Well, yeah, we can put more manure in when we get some more manure. Actually, I've got more of it now. I can go over and get some bucket loads. And there's our stone. So that's tipped in. That's there. I did swap out the bucket. It's a little bit smaller but negligible. And I've lost a little bit of capacity. But if it had been different between 2,000 and 3,000, but the bucket sizes were the same, I would have stayed with the 3,000. But in all honesty, it's a little bit smaller. And we haven't lost a huge amount of capacity. So we'll see what happens now. One thing with the slurry, but a whole different ball game with the stone. I didn't even pay attention to the recipe. Whoa. Might add some more weight. There we go. Please tell me that's not all of it. That can't be all of it, surely. Oh, really? Is that all? So the rest of it's manure. And we can turn it on now. That's all we need. Oh, look at the speed that's going up! I mean, it's honking through the manure, so it needs an absolute load of manure in there. Whoa! Dude! Right. Oh, I mean, the stone's going to keep us going for quite some time then, isn't it? Whoa, whoa, ooh, ha, hee, ha, hmm. Oh, a bit dicey. Shouldn't have been moving before I lowered that down. Let's go and get more manure. Go and get some more bucket loads. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. That stone's going to keep us going. Is there a fan on top? The fan's going now. It's running. Yeah, look at the fans are going. There's dust coming out. Fertilizer galore. That's awesome. Right, manure then. I think I'm going to leave the. I'll do the ticket thing. Maybe the start of the next episode. I think. I've got another field to go and oat harvest. I think what I need to do now is, if we're going to be producing seed and fertilizer as well, I think we need to store the seed we make now. So I'm going to need a seed silo of some description. Cows are in. Yeah, we've done a fair bit actually, way more than I thought. It's because I got sidetracked. I mean, this episode's taken me about 5 hours to make, because like I said, I just got sidetracked doing things, you know how it is. Yeah, so it's the manure that's the heavy load on this, isn't it? We know we can go and buy more. We are producing our own now, which is great, but we do know we can go and buy some if we need to. And the price of the manure that we're buying, it's so cheap compared to the fertilizer, so again, no brainer. I just wanted to give this set a go, just see what it was like and see how it ran. That is chewing through. That spins at quite a rate, doesn't it? Oh yes. And with that, we have come to the end of another episode here on Szpakowo. Stop. Put that down. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm just going to check. Oh yeah, look at that. Hey! If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And thanks for watching.